and it's cool to see that in bulk work, which our system can do. But those that are still picking up and building like the credibility with an agent and having a high intellect conversation with them on the phone, that's gonna set you apart from everybody else. So those that are like actually saying, hey, can I jump on a call with you? They're having better success because they're like, oh yeah, this is a real person. He speaks English. Like, that's what's helped.
Yeah. And but it sounds like this does an amazing job at hey, how do I sort through those X hundreds of listed properties to, okay, here's the responses I got, here's the 2 or 3 people that are worth my time to call, Yep. Is that's what it sounds like is where this kind of is able to really, really shine.
Right. So the filter that you saw me set here in Batch, I give out 4 other similar filters like that, and you can do it with Batch or PropStream on the property search side. Now, the part that I want to show you right now is the agent outreach side, which is where Nathan just got that first one, from his first launch. He had 2 campaigns going. He had his offers campaign, and then he had his agent outreach campaign.
Yeah, and this is so valuable because if you just took the list of 150 agents and just called through all of them, the chances of you connecting, I think the connection rate would probably be like 10% maybe. It's very low. So like this definitely maximizes your time versus you just calling through and hoping to get a hold of, 10 people or 15 people in a whole day, if you dialed by hand, right?
Yep.
So super valuable.
Yep. So so exactly. The system's going to automatically, it just keeps your day like busy. So you agents throughout the day that are, because it's going to be every day. It does it at the same time. It doesn't sleep. It just keeps going. So you just have to monitor that inbox. On the agent outreach side, what we did is we came into this new feature, which if you have like the base plan, it won't be there, but you have to have this agent outreach. I think it's $99 a month from Batch. And you want to come in and grab an agent that's active. They're listing properties, but they're not like a top performer. I would stay probably below 5 million, depending on your market, maybe up to 10 million, but I wouldn't go more than like sold listings over 4 to 5 million. And you want them to have, at least 2 active listings, 2 sold listings. And I put this in the wrong one. Total sold. So we got.
And by the way, I put the link for everybody. If you want to try Batch, you could literally go to Batch, try out for 7 days, pull the lists of all the agents in your area and dip. Not saying you should do that for Batch, but that you could.
Yep, they allow you to export 500. So you can at least have a good start.
500, okay.
On their trial. Yeah, then they make you pay for it.
All you need is 5. You need less than 500 to get a deal. Let's go.
That's it. That's all you need. So I think it's great. So I want them to be active, but not like crazy busy where they're doing over 10 million, like a big team, because they're just not going to give you the time of day. They're not hungry to work with investors per se. That's just our take on it. So you guys obviously can set your own parameters, but this is what I think we did with yours. Is we just did a quick search. You do a city search, and if I select I've got 77 agents. That's not a whole lot, because usually, and that's just one city, right? So if I did like Gilbert for this and did that search like that, I'm gonna have 718 agents that are active but not like too busy, right? So now I'm gonna take this list. Same thing. I'm going to select it all and export it. I'll save it as a list and export it. Bring it over here to our contacts and then add it to our, I got to select some. You would add it to a campaign called New Agent Outreach. These are all pre-built, like ready to go out of the box. Same thing, add it in a drip mode of, maybe 20 a day. So I've got 10 offers and I've got 20 New Agent Outreach. And let me show you kind of what that automation looks like for agent outreach. When you add somebody to this campaign, this is what happens. So first off, they're going to get a tag so that you can easily filter it. But then it's going to ask, hey, are you still an agent? Wait a few hours. if they don't respond, they get an email, then it waits a day, then they get another text, waits another 2 days, sends another text, waits a day, and then assigns a manual task like Tyler. It's like you've ever used that.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what it looked like. You just hit let start, and then your hit next lead file, just like a Mojo single line dialer. So it goes to attempts, then adds a response back at the end. So after probably not. But if they do respond, then this is we'll take for that response. So the listen, mark it as read. The reason we do that is because we need demand. So it always the mark it as read, which is that inbox, and then send another, and then listen for a response. You know, wait for hours. If they replied positively, mark it as read, ask for any. That's the workflow that we go through. On the other side, if they respond negatively to anything, it assigns a team to confirm the negative response and campaign that Nathan had done yesterday. We grabbed this list, exported it, imported it here, and then set it to, I don't know, maybe 15 a day, something like that. And all he had to do was just manage from the mobile app or his computer all those responses.
And I put my VA Zishan in there, and he responded. And then I saw that there was a conversation worth having. Now, everybody that's watching this, like, we don't want to overwhelm you with the amazingness of the CRM, but we do want to say that in the link, if you want to do a demo and chat with Brad's team and sign up, you definitely can. This, I'm telling you, I've had so many CRMs for real estate. I've had Salesforce, I've had HubSpot, FreedomSoft, RE Simply. I've had a ton, and this is the best one for this strategy. I would just say this is the best one because you can even put your leads that you're doing normally in here, right? So it's not just MLS or agent outreach. You can just do normal deals. And I'm working with Brad. We're also going to put like a specific templates of how we work with buyers the painless way, and not only that, but how to work with wholesalers so they're continuously sending you deals that you can JV on. So we're trying to make this just the complete painless package, right? So you can just go in here and you got to work out the inbox, and it makes it easy and simple.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's kind of where we're going with this one is to manage your referrals, which is wholesalers and agents, and then also your buyers. You know, so it's all connected in just one spot. So
freaking love it. Well,
yeah, I covered most of that. Do you want me to go into depth on anything else?
No, I think we can open up some Q&A and see if anyone's got any questions. I also, if it's cool with you guys, I want to show everybody just kind of the conversation that I had, like a quick snippet of the one that I had that I sent you, Brad, that we can walk through and just show people how you would navigate talking with someone and then having that conversation and then taking it to going seeing the house, which that's kind of where it happened. I sent a buyer on Monday night. I went yesterday, had another buyer make an offer. And like I said, the pre-wholesale, Brad, I don't know. Did you hear Nate kind of explain kind of what we teach?
Yeah.
That's kind
of really that buyer relationship up front, so they're not sneaking it from you. But
yeah. And the thing is, like, it's speed, right? It's like if you have a seller or a pocket listing, or an agent that has a pocket listing, and you're not able to get to that house like that day, the next day, or quickly, they're probably going to move on, right? They're going to start searching. But the key to the pre-wholesale is to have great relationships and to be quick. And you can be quick, especially if you know buyers that are like, dude, I need a property, you know? So you're like, hey, you need a property. This is the one. So that's kind of what I was able to do. And within like 1 hour of me showing the house, I had a legit offer that was like ready to go. Now I'm calling her today. I'm going to send her kind of the breakdown of like why our numbers make sense. I'd like to actually like show agents like, hey, I'm making like 40K on this. It's not like I'm taking like offering you a really low offer because I'm a douche. I'm offering you this because this is what makes sense. And I can actually show that as well, because I'm going to go through the process, and maybe we do that when we do this with batch, Brad. But let me just walk everyone through this call I had. It was great, and it just shows the power of what we're doing. So let me present my screen right here.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, Nate.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
just kind of to piggyback off that, with kind of everything that you showed, Brad, man, like especially with kind of what we do, this like perfectly complements what we do, because that tool's so powerful on that acquisition, that agent outreach, creating those relationships. And when you're able to combine that with, hey, when that agent responds, you're ready to give them an answer within 30, 60 minutes of, hey, here's a hard number of what exactly my offer can be. Or yes, this is exactly what my buyer can pay. It just allows you to kind of put fuel right on that fire.
Yeah.
And agents, just as much as we want speed, like if I have a property that comes across today and I can tell the seller, hey, I can pay this, and I'm 100% ready to go to sign right now, there's power in that, right? So, speed is the key. Agents want that speed. Like when you tell an agent, like, hey, I'm your go-to guy. If you let me know of a property that is potentially something a seller wants to sell for cash, I'll let you know within 24 hours exactly what I can pay. They love you, because they don't want to just be sitting around looking like they don't know what they're doing with the seller. So be that person.
It makes them look good as an agent too. Like, oh, my agent's out there like actually getting deals before I'm even listed. Like this is like, it makes them look good. So this is why I believe in this method, your guys' process and everything. So
I love it. All right. So let me share this really quick. So everybody, I did this call the other day, and literally I logged in, saw the messages that were there, and I started going through, and I saw this good opportunity. So I'll play and go through and what's it called? Narrate kind of what was going on. So let's go through it real quick.
So anyway, it's pretty cool. If you guys look at the recents, these are all the people that.
Can you hear that, Brad?
No.
Can't hear it?
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Because you got to hear it. It's important. Let's see. StreamYard kind of gives me issues sometimes when I'm trying to share that audio. Let's see. Share. Okay, it should work now. How about now?
That have already responded and
Yes.
Okay, let's start over. All right, everybody. Again, just to narrow what's going on. This is a deal that I got from Auto MLS with agent outreach, and I took it all the way from her, the agent, the pocket listing. The agent that had the listing, a pocket listing, saying, "Hey, Nate, like I don't know who you are. It's the first time we're talking, but I probably have an opportunity." And then I took it, called her, and went and saw the house, and now I have an offer. I'm about to make an offer today.
It's pretty cool. If you guys look at the recents, these are all the people that have already responded and that we've talked to, like we've responded to. My VA has, so it's really cool. Like Jody Rodden.
Jody. I don't know why I said
I haven't
Jody.
even looked at this, guys. Hey, Jody. My name is Nathan. I found your number online. Yes, I am.
So the cool thing is these are automatic messages that were sent. So I didn't even have to send those.
Great. I'm looking for.
Can you turn up your computer audio just a little bit? It's fine, but if you could make it louder, it might be a little bit better.
Honestly,
that's okay.
That's the loudest I can go, unfortunately.
Yes, but I don't often have low deals. Right now, I have.
So I'll just narrate it. So she goes back and just says, "Hey, look, I don't really come across that many deals, but I have one I'm about to list. It needs a lot of work. Cha-ching, like, hey, perfect. You haven't put it on the market yet. It needs a lot of work."
Listing coming.
I think it's important to state too on this, like those previous messages, you haven't engaged at this point, right? So this is all system messages up until right now.
100%. Now then, Zishan, my virtual assistant, he comes in and says, "Hey, we don't lowball people. Can we get on a phone call?" Then he alerts me, and then I'm like, "Well, let's chat. Let's have a phone call." So I call her.
Been really good at this. Is Nathan. We've been texting, but let's cross our fingers that Jody answers the dang phone.
Hello, this is Jody.
Jody, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing really good at this. Is Nathan. We've been texting back and forth about the property that you were talking about in West Valley.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Nathan.
Hey, do you have a couple minutes to chat, or are you busy?
No, I'm okay.
Awesome, Jody. Well, nice to meet you. I know we've just texted a little bit, but I want to introduce myself a little bit more. I'm an investor. I've been doing it for about 5 years, and right now I'm specifically looking for fix and flips, buy and holds, and if you ever come across any multi-units, I'm looking for some multi-units as well. So I'm not sure.
So right here, we're just going back and forth, just chatting. I'm letting her know who I am, and I'm letting her know kind of what my experience is to build that credibility. She tells me what she's doing. Then we go right into later on, like what's going on with the property, how I can provide value to her, and if this might be an opportunity that we can work together. So let's fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
So it's just been, I think, if they've ever rented it or just said no, it's time to sell. I'll have to see if they've rented out first or not.
Okay.
I'm not sure if she went straight into the home, if she had been living there, or if someone else, they've been renting it for a while, but I'll find that.
It was a rental.
But yeah, I don't think they're in a big, huge hurry. I think they would like something solid though, that
Yeah.
they know it's going to happen, so they can count on it.
If you don't mind me asking, when do you plan on listing it?
Well, we're getting pictures tomorrow, and it's going to list it on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, so I hit her up Monday, and she was planning on listing it Thursday. So I was like, man, I got to act quick, because if I can get them a solid offer that they like before Thursday, which is tomorrow, then they probably won't list it. And I also told her, hey, I'm unrepresented. You can give the seller a discount on the commission that they wouldn't have to pay for a buyer's agent, which is usually 3%, or you can just represent me and you can make double your commission. So
And I like what she liked that response. She was like, well, I can get a little bit, but I'm also going to give it to, give that mostly to the seller. So she loved that.
Oh, bro, she did love it. And that's honestly, I would love it too. It's like you just doubled what you're going to make, and you just made your job way easier. Right.
Right.
So
Yep.
let's see if we can get to that.
No, you definitely need a commission.
Oh, there it is. Right
Yeah,
here.
so, I mean, the commission is
Yeah,
going to make it.
she's all joyful about that.
Or
Yes.
you can just give them
Right.
that
This is
discount
where I
if you
pitch
want.
it,
It
everybody.
doesn't matter having to put it on the market, all cash, and I'm a couple weeks
Right here.
for the bank to come back and tell us they'll lend on it. Like I'm all cash and I'm unrepresented, so that would save 3% to them from having to put it on the market. And you're welcome to represent me if you'd like and take both sides of the commission, or you can just give them that discount if you want it. It doesn't matter to me, but do you think they'd be open to that if I were able to go by there tomorrow, give them a solid answer
I
and
think they
close
would,
quickly?
because I mean, the commission is going to make a difference. But I have learned to give myself on some commission, because I've realized it's more of a pain than I think even with cash.
It really
And
is.
so I use
No, you definitely need a
You
commission.
should have said, I'll make it painless for you. You should have said that.
Yeah, because I'm only.
I should have said, yeah, you want this painless? I got you.
I did them at 2% because basically I didn't really know them, but I knew people across the street. So anyway, so I did the 2%. If I was able to get 3.5 or something to do both sides, that would still be savings to them.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Because most
Yeah, because everybody, for everyone that's watching, when you list the property, usually you list it in the average is like 3%, or I guess that's what the ongoing rate is. 3% to list it of the purchase price of the home, of what it sells for. And then the buyer that brings the buyer buys it gets about 3%. She's being nice and giving them 2% to list it, but she'll still probably have to bring someone at 3%. So she's saying, hey, even if I do it at 4%, that they would save 2%, right? Instead of 6% total, they'd pay 4%. And for anybody that like the math, this house, let's say it sells for $350, 1% would be about what, like $3,500, and so $6,000 the people will save by going this route versus putting it on the MLS. Now, if I go in and make that offer, my offer is lower than what they were originally hoping for. They wanted $350, so they would probably, with closing costs, walk away with like $340 if they got $350. I'm offering them less, but I'm offering them that we can get it done in 7 days. And who knows if it'll even get done at $350, right? They're speculating.
Right. Yeah. They got to go through inspections, appraisal. Yeah. There was a rental. They said it needed a little bit of like they said the bones are okay, but it still needs, when in your conversation, but yeah, that's just ammunition you'll be able to use in your offer. Like, hey, I'm closed. There's not going to be an inspection. You don't have to go through a crazy Binzer's process right now. Buyers are like hungry for trying to get credits during inspection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go. We've already seen the property. Like, you've got so much ammunition in that offer. I think that
No
Good.
contingencies, nothing. Because we were talking about, oh, you know, we have to do disclosures. We have to disclose what's going on. I'm like, don't even worry about any of that. We're good. So,
Right.
someone's asking from the Facebook saying, you said you were offering cash. Yeah. So we are offering cash. This is a cash deal, except you, as a cash deal, you can still pay her. Well, actually, the seller would be paying her commission, because she's representing the seller on this. So it's not coming out of what we're gonna make, right? It's gonna come out of what the seller's gonna get. So anyway, the call just keeps going, and let's see if there's anything else.
See that today, so you might be able to see it today. Let me get this.
She wanted me to go see that bad boy today, you know, when I did on Monday. So I did, and again, the way we do painless wholesaling, we pretty much pre-wholesale the property when we can. Now, if she was giving me this property for like 200,000 and it's worth 400 instead of asking 350, I don't need to pre-wholesale it. I can just lock it up, right? I can just get a contract and say, hey, I'm buying this no matter what. If I don't find someone, it's a great deal. But the reason why we pre-wholesale a lot is 350 was too much. And I kind of knew it deep down it was too much, but it does help to get a solid offer instead of just being like, you know, 300 or 290 where you think you need to be, and then, you know, you're not 100% sure. I'd rather know and pre-wholesale this thing, so that way I'm not like second guessing. Because I don't know if you've ever done that, Brad, but I hate making an offer that's like, when you wholesale, it's like you're not sure about, maybe you could have gone up a little and you lose and you're like, dang it. So I'd rather not lose and just send some of my buyers through.
Well, and it changes the whole dynamic of your offer presentation. When you're more confident with that offer, meaning like you have a buyer, like a lot of wholesalers will make the offer and you can hear the hesitancy in that offer, even at a 300. Like if they were like 290 throwing it out there, like, you know, maybe I could do it at that. Like it comes through. If they don't say maybe, like you can hear that in their voice. But when you have an actual buyer backing your offer that's at like a 330, which is close, you know, something around there that you're a lot more confident, the agent's going to feel that and, you know, make them feel more comfortable with accepting. So,
and bro, there's nothing worse to me than getting an offer that I'm iffy about accepted, and I'm like, I don't even feel good about this. I don't even know, you know, like it's not even a win to me when I get a contract and I'm like, I think I got it up too high. I just locked it up because I wanted to. Like, no, man, let's use our time efficiently, because when you lock up properties that are too high, you got to send the contract, you got to sign it, you got to go then dispo it. Like all this takes quite a bit of time, and then you got to cancel it, and then you kind of feel bad. If you pre-wholesale it and just send your buyer in, just like, dude, just go look at it. They look and they give you their solid offer. That saved you all that time. And Brad, I also do this. I don't even wholesale properties a lot. I just have my buyer invoice me. So I'll let them sign the contract because I don't even want to deal with the paperwork. I'll just say, hey, agent, this is actually one of the LLC we're buying in. This is my business partner. They sign the contract and I sign an invoice with them, send it to the title, and the title will send me the invoice when the property closes. So that's the cool thing about what I do as well, is because everyone talks about like, whoa, wholesaling is going to become illegal. Like you're going to need a license. It's like, bro, the way I do it, I'm just a bird dog pretty much, essentially just connecting.
You invoice them for like a marketing fee, or how do you do that around not being licensed?
Marketing fee. Yeah. Like they're paying me like a mark. Yeah. That's what we call it. Consulting fee as well. Right. Cause I coach as well. So yeah, it's whatever, but that's kind of how we get around it. And I honestly believe like it's bulletproof in the sense of like, you didn't even touch the paperwork. It's just like, hey, here it is, bro. I pretty much work for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
1099 me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
So pretty cool. Yeah. So we can wrap that up, but I just wanted everyone to know like the benefits of doing it this way is speed, convenience, ease for your buyer, for the agent, and for you. It saves you a lot of time. And, I'm not saying like 100% that I'm going to get this deal, but if I would have just told her, yeah, I can do 350, I can guarantee you that I probably would have spent a lot more time on this and sent people through, felt a little icky, maybe just like, I don't know, let's see. But now, I feel great, and we're going to get it done.
Well, and the good part is, so what happens so you're doing this, say that you were doing this manually, and you know this between coaching students. I'm working this manually. I did my 10 offers yesterday. I did 10 offers today. Jody responds to you today. And now you're like in this deal in your mind. What happens to your consistency of reaching out the next few days as you're trying to get this deal done? Do they stop if you're manually doing it?
Oh, 100%. Dude, you're shut down for maybe a week.
Right. You're shut down for a week. is your system shut down right now, right? It's not. It's still working. You're still hitting 10 agent outages every day. That's the compound effect of like, all right, now you're working this deal. The system's going to continue to send those outreach for you, and just make, you just got to make sure you're hitting those responses. So it makes you work. It makes you put in the work, right?
Yeah.
Which is what is important.
100%. And the value that you bring to the agent is you're getting them offers, right? And like that's what we're doing in the auto generator sending PDF. So that's cool. But once it gets to the point where they respond, now it's like, okay, let me actually get that solid, make sure. Cause if they counter, right? If they counter your offer, yeah, if it makes sense, just lock it up. But if you're like, oh, this is kind of iffy, let me check. Just be like, hey, can you give me 24 hours to get in there? Yeah. Most agents are like, and I honestly think most agents don't want to sign contracts unless they think you're sure, because I don't want to come off and looking bad to the seller. So if you're like, hey, let me just go look, and then I'll be able to give you a solid answer. Yeah, they're all for that.
Yep, 100%.
Well, Brad, awesome, man. I think that was kind of a cool intro, and we can do some of these in the future. But I just want to let my community know that if you want to do this the painless way, if you want to be efficient and effective, and not have your whole business go on hold when you're talking and trying to get a deal done, this is the best solution that I've seen, and that's why I'm all gung-ho about it. I put the link for people to sign up and check out a demo in the description, or you can message us, DM us if you don't see it, or put it in the comment. But this is going to be a game changer for sure.
Well, thanks for having me. Excited to do some more of these, and we'll be back.
Yes, sir. All right, everybody. Comment, say like if you like this, share this. If a friend, if you think a friend could use this, hit them up. All right, catch you later. All right. Let's go. Try it out.